All right, let's look at one of your biggest expenses. Sugar baby. And I see a bunch of cash app. Left, right, left, every day. She's draining you dry, my friend. Huh? What's going on? You're lazy, you can't walk, you're taking the lift to go to buy food. What's happening? What's happening, man?
Sugar baby.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you have your credit card here today?
Yeah.
You want to cut it?
Or actually, it's right here.
Perfect. Allez, bye, Felicia. All right. See you. Okay, that's it. It's gone. It's gone. You will not touch this card until it's at 0. Do you take that commitment? Welcome to Finance Action, the show where we take action. My name is Romain, and today I am with Santiago. How are you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Doing great, Santiago. Let's look at your profile. Santiago, you are 23 years old. You're originally from New Jersey, but currently live in Seattle, and you are unemployed as of today. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the case.
Okay. Looking at the way you've rated your personal finances from chilling to payday, Santiago, you rated yourself as surviving.
Yeah.
It is
right.
not too bad, but I wish it was a little bit better. Santiago, walk me through what is going on right now.
The way that I'll put it is I'm paying all my bills. Everything looks good. Everything's fine.
Is it good though?
Like in the situation of I'm surviving, right? So I'm floating, but if there was a hole put in the boat, it would sink right now. You feel me? So we surviving, you know.
Living off just a fine line for our friend here, Santiago. You will see what an interesting story here at such a young age, but with already quite a bit of experience. Walk me briefly through kind of how has been your parcours of life.
It's been a crazy life. I would say a lot of change has happened in my life. A lot of inconsistency, like no stabilization. My mom's from LA. My mom's a gangbanger from LA. You feel me? She got away from that lifestyle. Man, thank her. You feel me, for getting us out of that lifestyle. Same thing with her husband, gangbanger from LA. Same thing. And so,
what do you mean by gangbanger?
Man,
they were part of the
all I'm gonna
gangs?
say. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
And so, you know, I'm not associated or involved with any of that, but that's what they was on. And so I didn't have, I would say, the best role models. They tried their best, but they didn't have the best role models to be the best role models for us. You know, background on my family, my mom's schizophrenic. She has a broken back, and I would say she's been on surgery most of our life. She probably had at least 10 surgeries when I was a kid.
Wow.
So, you know, she was on bed rest a lot. On top of that, she had 7 kids. So
7 kids.
Yeah, and back to back to back. The age range is 14 to 25. So that's a 10-year range.
Was she making an income?
7 kids. Social Security. She was on disability.
Oh.
We had Section 8 by the time I was 5, and she had her disability food stamps in Section 8. And you know, living, you know, neighborhood babies. That's how we were. Food stamps, Section 8.
Wow.
And Social Security. We were lucky that we had the disability. Some people only got the food stamps. We had the Section 8 and the disability. That was a blessing.
Okay, so did you have a father presence at least to help out?
On and off. I don't know my dad.
You don't know your dad?
Yeah, I don't know my real dad. Never met him before. So, my mom, she married this dude. When I was young, he was, you know, good people. They met in church, and he was working. The recession got him, and he got laid off, and I don't think he really picked up a job after that. So, male role model, you know, for when I was younger, for a little portion of our life when we were, you know, doing things the right way. We're going to church. You know, my mom got married, everything like that. That crumbled, fell apart. Right around the time my mom actually decided she wanted to get off of Section 8 and she wanted to pursue buying a house. And then when they split up, she couldn't manage that house by herself.
And she lost
the house. And then she couldn't get back on Section 8, of course. So we've been trying to make it work ever since then. We had the support from the government growing up, but now, you know, we're working to make it work. We're older now, though, so, you know, we're able to work through it, and we're able to come together and support each other. But
so a pretty tight family, and
super tight. Yeah.
But you are one of the oldest.
Yeah, I'm the man of the house. I'm the oldest boy.
At 23 years old.
23 since I was 15 years old. You know, been the man. When when I was I say 15. That's relevant. That's around the time Pops moved out. And so that's when I became man of the house. We were homeless. Like I said, we lost the crib, lost the Section 8. So like really just working to get the family on their feet. And as each sibling got old enough to do the same thing, they did the same thing.
Okay, that is very interesting, and probably then a ton of experience at such a young age, because I'm sure then with a mother that was disabled and maybe not as able to help carry all the children's and just the education, so on, you have to kind of man up very rapidly and take care of control of kind of the siblings, and there was no other father presence to help balance all of that.
Yeah, no, there wasn't. It was, my father presence was hip hop music, inspirational speakers on YouTube, and some authors of some books. Some of the role models that I had. Speaking of them books, like Four Agreements, Power of Now, The Alchemist. Those are some. I really think I got most of anything that I learned at the time from anything I could find online, which was Audible, YouTube, and music.
Okay. So that probably then explains why you have so much expenses that are coming to a freaking crowd of people left and right and left and right. But today you are also unemployed. So that doesn't help out, and that brings you into a pretty difficult position, I would say, Santiago. Looking at some of what you brought in with you today. Is there anything that I should know about your life that you've not mentioned here that will link to your finances today?
I got a good background or understanding of what it looks like to budget my money. But I feel like one of the things I thought about recently is I haven't had really a direction of what I'm budgeting for. And if I'm going to be straight with you, it's because in my mind, I'm an artist. I make music. In my mind, I'm not a 9-to-5. If I'm not making music, I'm an entrepreneur, right? So I think I've had this kind of mindset of everything I'm saving for is either going to be for the thrill of life or for an investment into what my passion is, which in my mind, call me crazy, but it's so big that, I'll be straight, right? And that's, it's a deep thought to have, or, a crazy mindset.
Yeah, but it's important to have the base of finances beforehand, jumping ship.
Facts. And I would say my actions align with that ideology as well, because, like, for example, I just put my first investment into Acorns.
That's good.
Trying to, I do a little 500 for my last check, and I'm planning on doing that every single paycheck into my investment accounts. I used to save, but I did the shoebox method. You feel me?
That's good. That's
good.
Throw
the shoebox under the bed and watch
Where's
the
this
cash
money?
stack up.
Where's this money?
It's in the shoebox.
Oh,
it's at home. It's under the bed.
How much is it?
It's only a couple hundred.
So where's all that money that you've saved then?
Yeah, I would say all the money that I save ends up going towards the thrill of life, the vacations. The holidays. I got 6 siblings. That's a lot of birthdays. That's a lot on Christmas. That's, my family don't live in the same state as me, so I got to visit them quite often. I got a partner. I got my girl.
Yep. And she is very expensive.
Yeah,
holy
of course,
smokes.
Man, come on.
Dude, you're a sugar daddy with unemployment. Holy mo.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that one before.
Yeah, you are. You will see the finances are crazy.
Yeah, I got a girl. I take care of my girl. You feel me? And she take care of herself as well. I support. But I would say that's where most of my money goes. The vacations, the family, my girl. Yeah. I spread myself pretty thin.
Yes, you are. All right, Santiago, thank you for bringing us into the story. Let's go right away into our first section, your income and your assets. Looking at your checking account right now, you have a balance of $519 on your checking. Okay, with 9 pages of transactions, so you are flaming money, my friend.
Now coming and going.
Yeah, coming and going, nothing stays.
Yeah.
Okay, I see also that you mentioned you have Acorns, an investment accounts of about $500. This is good to see. I like to see that. Not gonna bring you much far, but the behavior is good to put on the side. Do you have anything else?
Let's see. Yeah, no, just the Acorns, the cash.
Oh, cash. You have cash?
Yeah, I have cash. I have like $420 in cash.
Okay. At home?
At home.
Any saving accounts?
No, I don't have a savings account right now.
Okay.
I'm actually, I just opened an emergency fund. I'm planning on having my only savings account be my investments. And then I want my emergency fund to be my other savings account right now.
Yeah. Let's just conclude together your assets. Do you have a car?
I don't have a car.
Do you have any retirement funds?
I have $4,900 in retirement funds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what, like a 401k?
PERS. It's if you're a worker of the state. My last job, I was a case manager.
Oh, I see.
I worked,
okay.
Yeah, I worked as a case manager, and I was a
Nice.
worker of the state, and so I had a specific retirement fund that's specific to that. It's called PERS, and I don't plan on being a worker of the state again in the future. So that leaves me with two options: either leave it in the account,
Yes.
or I can pull the money out and I
No.
can put it into another investment
an
account.
IRA?
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Which
Don't
would,
touch it. Consider
just
that
leave
this
it,
money
yeah.
doesn't exist right now. There is
That was the
no
mindset.
justification at 23 years old that you would have to pull money out, except if tomorrow you tell me you're going to be homeless. That's
Right.
the only thing.
Yeah.
That brings your total assets, Santiago, at 23 years old right now at 6,300.
Okay.
Okay, but just for your mindset, because I don't want you to think that you have that cash account. You are at about 1,430. That's tough, huh?
That's after like everything I owe.
No,
That's what you're saying?
that's your assets. That's how much liquid you have.
Oh, that's like what I can pull out right now. That's
Yeah,
what I have in
right
cash.
now.
Yeah.
Cash, 1,000 something. Especially as you will think about your expenses and your rent and so on. It's pretty steep. But you're unemployed, but you're still making a decent income.
Yeah, I'm unemployed right now. I'm currently not making the income. I will be very
How
soon.
much are you gonna make?
I should be currently 100% was factual. I'll be making $790 on paper. Per week.
Wow,
Every week.
$790 per week.
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
But it should be closer to 900, exactly 1,019 before taxes. I opted to have the 10% taken out,
Okay.
which is gonna benefit me when it comes tax season.
So let's put 900 per week, right?
900 per week should be once I figure out the issues I'm having with unemployment.
Okay.
After this conversation, probably by the time this video is out to the world, it's gonna be 900 a week. Yeah,
Okay, that brings your net income at 3,600.
3,600. Yeah.
Okay, looking at your annual salary of the government being unemployed, it is 61,700. Okay, looking at the median in the United States, 50% make less, 50% make more. For your age between 20 and 24 years old, it is at 36,500. You're at 61,700. But my friend, unemployment is only for 6 months, and you have to show a bunch of work on the side. You're not just cruising, playing video games, Fortnite, or any of
Not
that
at
crap.
all. Oh man, you was talking about my life before this. That's another thing I think my mom's husband, I think a big effect he had on me was sometimes the teachers that you have in your life are either going to be the people that did the right thing or the people that did the wrong thing, in my opinion, are the best teachers because they show you what not to do. And when my mom's husband lost his job on unemployment during the recession, he kind of just sat at home and played Xbox and smoked weed all day. And I feel like that for me, I grew up in, I don't even enjoy playing Xbox. That's the one thing that I wish I did. I wish I can get on Xbox and kick it with my homies and, talk to them on the headset and just play for hours on Call of Duty or Madden or something. But I just don't got it in me. And I think it's just seeing that and all the stuff my mom talk. You feel me? You're a piece of, you don't do nothing. You feel me? You just sit on the couch and play Xbox all day. So I was like, man, I can't let that be me. And so I work hard to strive away from that. But that's a big thing of my childhood that I feel like today is what kind of got me in that mindset of I got to grind. So I don't expect the unemployment to last. You have to be looking for a job actively. Currently with my situation, if with the job I was working and the amount of money I was making, I have the ability to keep my unemployment and not take certain positions unless they pay me a certain amount, and I probably won't find a job that's in my pay range for my position because I was already making more than most people in my position.
So let me ask you this: do you have any education?
GED.
Okay. Wow. Oh, I see. This is high school.
Yeah.
It's high school diploma?
GED. Yeah. It's an equivalency to a diploma.
Okay.
So, yeah, I know you didn't go to the school out here in the U.S.,
No.
did you? Yeah.
No, but that's pretty much high school diploma.
It's pretty much the same. Yeah. So high school, I would have graduated at 18, my senior year, but I dropped out when I was 15. I got locked up when I was...
Locked up? When you mean
Yeah,
like you got
I
in
got
jail?
booked. Yeah, I got booked. I was locked up for a little bit when I was like 15.
Why?
16. I stole a car.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, GTA.
Yeah, GTA. But you said you don't play video games.
Man, we went from GTA to the real life thing, and it was quick. But
Was it because of GTA?
yeah. Grand Theft Auto. It got knocked down to joyriding.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so you were accused of GTA, not the video game. Sorry.
I was accused of real life GTA, which is what the video game is based
Yeah,
off
okay.
of, yeah.
So you got accused of Grand Theft Auto?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. And that's from
Yeah.
what? What did you...
I stole a car. I was 15. I didn't have a car. I wanted to go to a party, and there was a car.
God.
And
you
took
got
it,
and
I went
not
to
only
the
that,
party.
and you got stopped. They got no, but come on,
Man, I was
dude.
with my people. I honestly wasn't driving when we got stopped, but we got pulled over. Long story short, I got booked.
How long?
Story short. I only went in, a week and then trial, a month after trial.
So you probably
just
have
a
debt
little week
that is
and a
coming
month.
from this if you've not paid it, right? Because
Nah,
this comes with some debt afterwards.
I'm not gonna hold. I personally have no idea. I've never looked into if I owe any debt. When it shows it on my credit report, it will never show up. So I've never really looked into it. I feel like I don't understand what's gonna happen if I don't pay it. So I haven't really made an effort to pay it. If I was educated and I knew the repercussions, then I might do something about it. But as far as I know, there's
youth tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have youth tickets, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be
Tickets.
speaking about this.
Yeah, I got tickets.
We'll be speaking about this when. Oh my God, in a debt aspect. Okay, now that I know a little bit more about your income and assets, let's move on to our next section, Santiago.
All right.
And let's do this. Your debt and your expenses. How much you pay for rent?
I pay $1,025.
Ugh, okay, not too bad for Seattle area. Does that include utilities?
Does that include utilities? Yeah, utilities included in the total rent. I split rent between a couple people, but utilities is included in
But
the total price.
1025 is yours?
1025 is me, max.
Okay, my friend, look at your housing expense against your income. It is at 28%. We like it to be at 28. Jackpot, you're good to go. But again, here is because you're getting unemployment.
Hey,
we don't know for how long.
I was making more before the unemployment.
That's right. How much were you making?
$80K.
And you didn't save crap?
There's just a lot of things that kind of lined up back to back. My girl, for example, lost her job. Her apartment, she pays $2,000. So she's struggling. I had to step in. She took care of me when I was in a situation and I needed the help. I slept on her couch, when we met. And so it's only right I returned the favor. And so on top of that, holidays, like I told you, has been coming up.
Vacations.
Her birthday, vacation. I went to Puerto Rico for my birthday in July. That's really where the bag went. I dropped the bag in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Felt like Kevin Gates, man. We was in Puerto Rico.
Kevin Gage has millions on the bank too.
Man. Hey, but he don't get tired. That's why he put the work in. I'm trying to get there. Like I said, when I'm as busy as you, that's when I'll be in a good position. When I'm flying to New Orleans right after this interview, that's when I'll be in a good position.
Yeah. Flying in an hour. Okay, flying in a couple hours indeed. Guys, we are cranking. This is about cranking. After about a 10-hour days, we are here in this interview because I want to speak with you and we're going to get you out of this mess. Huh?
Come on. Let's do it.
Let's move on. Do you own a car?
I don't own a car.
So no car expense. Okay, I like to see that. That brings transportation expense to about zero. You probably use public transportation, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. But you also use a bunch of Lyft. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, let's...
I use Lyft when I'm late to a gig.
Yeah? How much do you think you spent on Lyft last month? I looked at every single of the 10 page of your...
Man, last
thing.
month, I already know the beginning of the month had to be crazy because that was my girl's birthday.
Yep.
And, man, I was doing everything to set that up. And
Sugar daddy, let's go. How much?
I guess I'll say 500.
Not too bad. 425.
425.
Not bad. 425 on Lyft, dude. Shoot, man.
Seattle prices, but blame it on them.
Yeah,
If I fly to Vegas, man, it's so much cheaper. I don't know why Lyft is so expensive over here.
No, Lyft is the same crap. It's a pretty standard. No excuse. Don't give me the BS of Vegas. $425 on Lyft, and when you could be leveraging public transportation. I mean, I'm okay if maybe you're making a good income at $80,000, although I would potentially think about buying a car at the time. But here, with no money, my friend, you're spending a fortune on...
Right. So you got to think about that, though. Compare the car note with the insurance to the 400. That's not comparable.
No. You can have insurance, my friend, for about... I mean, something decent at your age. Hopefully, you don't have too much criminal record or anything. 150, 170.
Not me. I got a criminal record. If I'm gonna drive, I'm paying whatever that insurance is, SRS. If your license is suspended, you know.
Your license got suspended?
Oh, but that's why I can't. That's why I don't have a car. That's one of the things holding me back towards getting ahead. I feel like is I can't get my license.
How did you get your license suspended?
GTA, 15 years old. No, actually, that's a lie.
That was 8 years ago.
That was a lie. I was 13 when my license was suspended. That's crazy.
You cannot even have a license
at
13.
Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I know. So I was a minor in possession. I got charged with a minor in possession. And in Washington State, if you're caught with possession of any drug, at the time this was marijuana, which wasn't legalized at the time, and so that automatically revoked my license privileges before I even had the opportunity to drive.
But dude, that was 10 years ago.
That was 10 years ago. By the time I was 15, I was caught in a stolen car. Ever since then, 10 years have gone by, and I've been ticket after ticket after ticket.
Ticket of what? Ticket of what?
Driving on a suspended license, no insurance.
Dude, every time you get caught?
Light, dim. I mean, it's over the course of 5 to 6 years. I mean, 5 to 6 years, I've probably been caught a good 5 to 6 times, so a good one time a year.
Oh my God.
And each time it stacks up. So I just made the decision I'm gonna get rid of the car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the public transportation, take the L, and really just figure out.
I mean, public transportation, $425 on Lyft, huh?
But I ain't gonna hold you. That's if I was spending on Lyft every day, it would be so much higher. I would say 90% of my commutes are on the bus.
Yeah. Okay. Looking at some of the rest of your expenses, you know what? Let's go right away into some of your expenses here. So, my friend, everybody repeat with me. I am broke and I still buy DoorDash. Holy smokes. Come on, dude. Please. $27. $62. DoorDash. $17. Okay. What's going on? You're lazy, you can't walk, you're taking the lift to go to buy food. What's happening, man?
Sugar baby.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, it's your girlfriend.
No, I mean, yeah. I typically don't get DoorDash for myself. Let's see. When I'm at my girl's crib, she's at least 2 miles from the nearest little grocery store, or whatever. At least a mile from the nearest bus stop. So if I'm at her crib, we just gonna DoorDash. If she don't,
you guys can cook.
That's what makes it tough is
she doesn't go to the grocery store.
She does, but when you live so far away and she's struggling right now, just getting to the grocery store and then getting to the crib, you feel me? From as far as she is, you have to get a lift in order to get to the crib to get the groceries for the week. Unless you just get like a little gallon of milk and a box of cereal, you feel me? That's not worth going the 2-hour trip to get to the grocery store.
You can get delivery.
Yeah, facts.
You can go through Costco delivery and get everything delivered for an extra couple dollars.
What happens at her crib happens at her crib. At my crib,
dude.
At my crib, I live right on the Avenue district, so I'm a block away from all of the food. There's no reason for me to DoorDash or Lyft anywhere.
Okay, so you are also pretty much going a lot of the time out, huh? Fat Thursday.
Oh, that's my demon.
$4.
That's my financial demon. I eat out. I eat food.
You have good salaries, I can't deny that. And actually, that brings me right away to a brief aparté, guys. I'm thinking about doing a net worth video. But to do that, I need your support because I want it to be something that comes in, I would say, 5,000 subscribers. Let's put this objective, 5,000 subscribers, and I will do a net worth. I will open up the books, everything from assets, investments, salary, everything. If you want to see that, we would love for your contribution. In that way, just subscribe to the channel and you will have access to so many other stories similar to Santiago. And also, it would help us tremendously. Now, let's get back to the story. If there is one thing that I'm happy to see, is that at least you're not spending money on coffee. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Huh? Because holy smokes, this is also one of America's disasters on the financial statement.
I really don't drink coffee on a daily basis. I might drink coffee once a week. It's really a specialty thing for me. It's not something consistent,
All right, let's look at one of your biggest expenses. Sugar baby, and I see a bunch of cash app, left, right, left, every day. She's draining you dry, my friend. Huh? How much do you think you spent on cash app last month?
On cash app?
On your sugar baby.
Man, it was her birthday. It was baby's birthday.
Yeah, it was baby's birthday.
Come on, what you mean?
But that's just cash app. That's just cash app. So what? You sending her cash for a birthday?
Yeah, of course.
That's what you do?
Oh, she better send me some cash for my birthday. But no, I sent her some cash for her birthday.
How much? How much do you spend last month on your girlfriend while having
Random
$200 on your account? How much, dude?
Hey, 500? Similar?
$680 of cash apps.
Wow, that's more than the lift. That's crazy.
Dude, look at this.
Hey, it could be a little, it could be like cash transact. Like she might be throwing me like a little 100 for the 100 that I send her in cash, you feel me? It could. I might need the cash for some.
Excuses.
Who knows?
Excuses. Today, how much are you saving per month?
That might just not be the net, is what I'm saying.
How much are you saving per month?
Saving?
Yeah.
Currently $1,000 a month, starting this month.
Okay, no.
But that's
looking
always.
Looking at your statement, you didn't save $1,000 last month, huh?
Yeah, you're right. That was not last month.
Let's look at our next point, Santiago. Your credit card debt.
Yeah. Oh man.
You have a max out credit card at 104% utilization. $3,700 at an interest rate of 29.5%. Santiago, what the heck is going on with this freaking credit card right here?
The vacations.
Man.
Yeah, that Puerto Rico trip. I ran it up as soon as I ran it up on that Puerto Rico trip. That was the last month of an 18-month promotion with 0 interest. So then that interest kicked in. I completely forgot about the interest. It kicked in, started running up. I'm focusing a lot of my effort on paying that credit card down, which is why I'm going to be saving less money.
Okay, so let's look at briefly some of the rest of your expenses. You have no pet?
No, I don't got a pet.
Okay. Entertainment. You have a little bit of expenses here and there. Nothing too bad. No gas, no insurance. You don't spend much on kind of clothes and so on. That's not too bad. I see, though, that you were spending quite a bit on, like, about $150 a week on some type of studio expenses. What is this?
Yeah, I make music, and so I go to the studio every week, and I probably spend a good $150 on the studio every week. And that's just my weekly recording. That's my hobby. I know, but that's the same.
You need to make money to afford your hobby and your career on this, huh?
Oh no, most definitely.
But are you gonna be able to reduce those expenses at the studio though?
Oh, that's the only expense that's not gonna get touched. That's the most important expense. The only way I'll reduce that expense is if I buy the equipment myself. But I currently am working with an engineer that's real talented, and I want to work with him. So I would say that's the strong, in my personal opinion,
need for you.
Yeah, 100%.
If shit hits the fan and you lose your apartment, you're still gonna go to the studio?
100%. 100%.
You will live in the streets to go to the studio.
100%. I'll live in the car to live in the studio. But the thing is I'll never live in the streets. If the shit hits the fan, I'll never be in a position where I'll be down bad because I'm a hustler. I grind.
Okay, looking at some of the rest of your expenses, I'm gonna record all of what you just mentioned here. I mean, overall, it's the same kind of crap.
Yeah,
how do you spend $25 in gas when you don't have a car at Chevron?
Man, if it's not a lift, it's asking somebody for a ride.
So you're pretty much paying them back somehow.
Yeah, just paying gas money in order to get to wherever I need to go. If it's a situation.
I hear you. That's fair. Okay. All right. Now that I have a good understanding of your finances and of the mess that you've put yourself in, It is time to move on to our next segment, my friend, which looks at the money case. All right. So, at 23 years old, you've completely ruined your credit. What is your credit score?
530.
Yep, that's and you know why? That's because he has 103% utilization on your credit card, which is a killer. Even if you're making minimum payment, having this has a tremendous impact on your credit score. As a friendly reminder, you want to have about 30% of less of credit utilization. So if your credit limit is 1,000, you want at the end of the month the statement to come in at less than 300 and pay full. We don't like credit card debt, and you know why? Because the interest is like a freaking rocket, a bullet in your feet.
Man, it's up there and stuck there.
Yeah, 29.5%.
That's crazy.
Well, you know this trick to Puerto Rico here that you just threw for your sugar baby?
No, that was for myself.
Oh,
that was my birthday. That was my birthday. My mom.
So that was your birthday?
No, my mom, she wanted us all to go out there, so she bought all our tickets. Long story short, that was a big family.
Yeah.
And
that was a costly trip.
Yeah, it was a costly trip.
You know why? Because right now with $3,700 of credit card debt this year, how much do you think interest you're gonna pay?
Man, 20. I'm terrible at math.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, I'm gonna make it easy. No, much more than that. You kidding?
More?
You think it's
you
think it's no more than that?
500.
More than that.
1,000.
No.
Oh wait, let's see. If I'm doing some math,
dude, look at this.
8 times 12.
$656. Look at this shit here. This is how much you're gonna spend on interest this year.
Unless I pay back. Right
unless you pay it back, but it's not by wasting your money on crap on the side that you are.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, my friend. As always, you know this is the show. I'm gonna have you pick up that money because this is how much you're wasting here. $658, my friend. This is how much you are gonna waste this year if you don't take care of your stuff rapidly. This is an intervention. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's a call, but it's a call to the bank, huh?
We throwing that away.
Yeah.
We throwing that away.
You throw that away.
Man, we throwing that away.
Yeah. Every month you're throwing
that away.
money because of the freaking.
Man, is this real?
This is real.
I'm gonna have to just.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm gonna have to keep this one right here.
All right, we are back here with our friend Santiago, who is carrying the money that's going to pay to the banks on him. Hopefully, you're not going to have to spend that money if you start taking action. Okay? So let's think together about how we're going to approach this.
All right.
So, looking at a recommendation, this is the approach that I would take. We are going to split your expenses and at home do the same. It's very simple. Your needs, if shit hits the fan, you need that amount at minimum to live. This is your rent. This is a minimum food expenses. If you have a pet, minimum payment on your cards, a little bit of personal care, your phone. This is bare bone to live. Your wants, this is money if you have kind of discretionary income. And the most important, gold. This is to save, pay back debt, or invest. Right now, your needs at 23 years old are at 1,674. Yeah, I know what you're making this face is because I did not include the studio as it.
Okay, yeah.
For now.
Oh, you didn't include a couple other budgets either in there.
Like what?
It's not necessarily necessary to the general public, but.
Like what?
Oh man, that marijuana expense, that weed expense.
No, that's no.
We ain't gonna count
How
that.
much do you spend on weed per month?
400, 500, 4 to 5.
What the frick? Are you kidding me, dude?
Let me get straight.
No freaking way.
400
$400 on weed? What, you smoke
it's a quarter pound a month. Yeah.
But look at this, dude.
Hey.
We've just discussed a little bit about your expenses. This is where your 80 grand went. Sugar baby.
No, I wasn't smoking weed when I was working with them.
Weed?
I wasn't smoking weed. I just
so now
started
that you
smoking
got
weed.
unemployed, you're rolling
That's
on
pretty much what
happened.
That's pretty much what happened. No, actually, there's some things that we can't discuss on your channel, but I would say
everything's open.
I would say net. I'm probably making more money than I'm spending on weed. If that makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll be straight.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's a situation where I could spend a lot of money and be okay because net is gonna be straight. So
you work at the Subway on the
yeah,
side.
yeah. Well, you ever heard of Zips? They burgers on the East Coast. I mean, on the East Side. I work for Zips. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do. Yeah.
Okay, let's come back to the game though.
Let's do it.
Looking at right now your needs, and I'm not accounting for some of those BS expenses, excluding all your sugar baby, your lift, your payment, some of your money, out eating. 1,674. That is 47% of your income, which is nice to see. It's nice to see. You want it to be below 50, so that's good. You know why? That's because you don't have a car. If you would have a car, you would have been screwed. Next, wants. I'm gonna give you 650. That's it.
650 on the studio.
650. No, 600 for the studio. 50 on the rest. Today, right now, if you want to build yourself, you're gonna have to make decisions. Either you invest into some of the fun, either you invest into your career, either you invest into your girlfriend. You can't just mix everything because at the end of the day, you don't have the family backup. Yes, you have a strong family that can help you out mentally, but financially, I don't think there is much from what you mentioned. You are kind of holding 6 siblings with you. Come on, dude. Like, you have to show up as the examples for them. Seriously. And like, I understand that it is key for you to lead that trajectory for your family. And it is not with all of that crappy spend on the side that you don't even realize. There are 9 pages of transactions, dude. It is crazy. I want you to start having the mindset of a leader. What does that mean? That means that per month, Santiago, your number that I want you to put in your mind is 1,250.
And that's for what, 1,200?
That is to start paying back some of your debt, invest or save. But for you right now, my friend, you've put those $500 on the side on Acorns. I would not put money on Acorns anymore.
No, don't do that.
Until you start paying back your credit card debt.
Yeah, that's what I realized.
Timing in your situation is key, okay? And what I mean by that is because you've decided to put money on the side in a saving account when you have credit card debt. Well, that doesn't work. That's not financially and mathematically the route to go. I know it may seem in concept, but at home as well, if you have credit card debt, what I want you to do is put $500 on the side. That's it. This is just immediate money that you're never gonna touch for now. It's just like, something that is the lowest of the cautions. It's like immediate needs. You need to do something immediately. On the side, I want you to put every single cent on that freaking credit card debt. Why? Because the interest that they are charging of almost 30% is unbeatable. You can't fight that. Any good investments on Wall Street, traders, they average between 8 and 10%. You are paying 30%. Think about this, dude.
Yeah.
It is awful. Do you have your credit card here today?
Yeah.
You want to cut it?
Or actually, it's right here.
Perfect. Allez, bye, Felicia. All right. See you. Okay, that's it. It's gone. It's gone. You will not touch this card until it's at 0. Do you take that commitment?
I think if we're going to take this commitment, we got to take it all the way because our younger fans or your younger fans, they're going to know that cracking that card don't mean nothing. I'm going to take it off the Apple Pay.
All right, give me. I will take it off.
You know how to do it? You got it.
So Apple Pay wallet. You go into your wallet. Where is it? Discover.
The Discover, yeah.
Boom. Boom. Remove cards. Remove. Allez, basta. Ciao, Bella. Thank you.
Commitment made.
Yeah, that's it. You're done.
That's
and the numbers, I don't even want you to think that you can catch that again. Right now, this card should not at all be used any longer. That's it. Until you pay it back to 0. No more credit card debt. Do you shake my hand?
I got you.
No joke.
No joke.
The only reason why I would accept someone to take credit card debt, and it's the only reason, is if there is an emergency. That is it. And right now, using the debt avalanche approach, I mean, you only have one credit card. But if you're at home and you have multiple credit cards, you want to pay the credit card that has the highest interest first, not the lowest amount. The highest interest first mathematically gives you the best outcome. It's going to take you 3 months. That's it. That is it.
How much do I got to pay?
1,250 per month.
3 months?
3 months. 3 months and you're debt free. Now you're going to have your youth tickets and...
No, yeah, I can do that. We making a good bag off the unemployment. Rent's not too much. If I could do that.
Your recommendations are not too crazy. You have 6 siblings that are looking for you. Okay? They're looking. The impression that your father has had on you when he was playing Xbox is the same one that you're doing for the rest of your family. So your actions are going to be reflected in their behavior. You have to set the tone and shift the behavior that the family is going.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
have this chance and this opportunity, but it's going to be up to you. And it's not by doing all this crap that you're setting it well. Actually, you might negatively impact their behavior. Next thing, what I would do after those 3 months is you put that money towards an emergency fund, similar to what you were thinking. And I like that thought process. And you don't stop. You still are on that 1,250 target. If not more, if you are able to get yourself into a good job, okay? Your target is going to be, as a first shot, $5,000 as an emergency fund. And please never, never touch that money except for an emergency. Your trip to Puerto Rico, holiday gift that you're putting so much money into, no. You do something else on the side, you figure it out, you don't touch that money. Emergency fund. If we think about this, look short term right now. In about 7 months, you're going to be debt free and you're going to have $5,000 on an emergency fund. On top of that, I am still allowing you to continue your music. You have absolutely nothing right now from everything that we've discussed together that may prevent you from doing this. Other than what? Other than you.
The list, the extra stuff, yeah, just cutting it out.
But all of this is your decision. You're making that decision every day. So I'm going to call you in 1 month and I'm going to say the next thing.
Yeah.
My friend.
In 1 month?
In 1 month. Short-term commitment right now.
Okay.
Have you paid 1,250 of your credit card debt?
1,250.
What are you going to tell me?
Yeah.
Look at this camera right here and say, I commit that I will make it happen.
I commit that I'm going to make it happen.
There is no thing that prevents you from doing this other than you. You have a commitment. What are your final words?
I think this is one of those things that I've been thinking about a lot and trying to figure out how I can get some better, guidance on my current situation. I've been really focused on that, and I think that it's cool to have a little plan given to me. I'm excited to try it.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us on Finance Action. Please feel free to comment, subscribe, and see if Santiago has taken that commitment. I know he will, and I look forward to reading it in the follow-up. Until then, guys, we see you next time. À bientôt.